Welcome to Everyday Reviews and welcome to beautiful Montana. We're here searching for Kevin Costner and the entire crew of Yellowstone. No, I'm just joking. We're here for Winter X Infiniti. I love it when manufacturers have so much confidence in their product that they brought us here. We're gonna check out the all-wheel drive situation on ice, on snow, on the road, everything. We got courses all over the place coming up right after this. All-wheel or four-wheel drive. We all know that both are favorable in more challenging situations or for just plain out handling. So how do some systems differ from one to another? Today we're going to experience the lineup from Infiniti at the Yellowstone Airport, which has been transformed into our frozen winter playground. All vehicles are riding on Bridgestone Blizzak winter tires. The temperature is about -7 degrees Celsius or 20 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun is shining and we are all ready to go have some fun. Probably one of the most fun cars to drive, is the Infiniti Q50. This four-door sedan is predominantly rear-wheel drive, and when additional traction is needed, power will be shifted to the front wheels to aid in traction and for steering. The nice thing about this car's rear bias is that you can really control that back end with your right foot. But with all the systems off, it can be quite a handful, but still a lot of fun. Next up are some front bias vehicles, starting with the QX50 and 55. These will be very common setups. Good front pulling power with the rear added when needed. This, for the most part, will handle most day-to-day operations, whether you just want something more sure-footed in inclement weather or for driving in the deep stuff up to the cottage or to the ski hill. Handling is for sure much different than the rear bias Q50, where you can literally steer by throttle. With this all-wheel drive along with the stability management system, it will do a great job keeping the vehicle on track or on the road without breaking a sweat. It's not quite as fun as the Q50, but we're normally not drifting our cars on frozen airport runways anyways. Although the new QX60 is also front biased, its all-wheel drive system is different than the others, as it has a direct coupling that locks up the rear wheels much quicker. Even though it's probably only a few milliseconds faster, it's really noticeable, and as a result, at times you'd think it's a rear-wheel drive vehicle, as we demonstrate here. Snow mode really keeps you on track. There's no doubt about that. Like right now, I got my foot to the floor. It's not even letting me go until it has maximum traction. This is the safest way to drive in snow for sure. All right, VDC setting is off, sport mode on. Let's see what this QX60 can do. Way more acceleration off the line. Oh man. Oh yeah, you still get the ABS going, but it's actually doing something when you're actually pressing the throttle now. We're in a kidney-shaped course now, and the beauty of this is if you can get it right, man, oh man, is it ever rewarding. And we're gonna try to hook them all up. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, if we can do this one. Yeah! Now, even though we have the VDC off, there is still some things happening here. We're pushing it pretty hard, and the seatbelt tensioners just came on too, which is a good thing. This is what you want. On this course, we test out the QX60 on sheer ice with no snow. You see, even the best winter tires have issues with pure ice when there's no snow on top of it. It's so slick that even standing still, the car is actually sliding. It's really incredible how far stability systems have come in modern day cars, as it's applying brakes, transferring torque, and a seamless ballet to keep you on course. This is incredible. On this exercise, it's all about patience and learning that on slippery surfaces, you have to think and react ahead of time. As the day progressed though, everyone was getting the hang of it. Having the VDC off and in sport mode, it's gonna allow us to get a little bit more throttle to that rear. And remember, this has that coupling. It has a direct coupling, so even though this is a front wheel drive bias vehicle, it's so instant, that coupling, and it just gives power to that rear right away. And that makes a big difference compared to the ones
earlier than you think, but everything happens so slow.
Yes, and it's just like you gotta really predict.
They got a new line. Keep it going.
We are on a high-speed slalom right now, and we have the VDC system on and in snow mode. Now, even though it's not as fun, it can be actually quicker depending on during this high-speed stuff. Look how stable it is. It's using braking. Look at this. We are doing 70 miles per hour doing a slalom. All right, our final attempt at the high-speed slalom. Now I know the kind of the limits in sport mode. Let's let it hang out a little bit more just to play a little bit. There we go.
Nice job, nice job.
Let's get this thing out. There we go. There we go. Give the guys something to take a picture of. All right, we have graduated to the big course. This kind of puts all of what we've learned to test here. And it's like an autocross course, but in the snow. We have tried it with snow mode, and we know that snow mode is amazing. It helps you drive smooth, gives you a lot more control, but it kind of hinders your fun ability. So we put it into sport mode and turn that VDC off, and it is definitely a lot more to handle. But hopefully we have learned enough in our other exercises to be able to handle this. So we can rotate that rear end a little bit if we need to, so you can drive by throttle a little bit more. And that's the biggest difference, like I mentioned, with the direct coupling that this QX60 has. Even though it's a front biased all-wheel drive system, when it needs power to that rear, 50% of the power goes right to the back. 50-50 makes it way easier to drive by throttle. You can't be scared. And we forgot to mention the adaptive suspension on this QX60. You know, these are not really smooth ice roads. They're just sucking everything up. Okay, now we get a chance to try something completely different. We are in the big full-size QX80. Feels like we are driving a skyscraper. We're so tall, but this, instead of the all-wheel drive system that we are using in that QX60, this QX80 is a four-wheel drive system. So if you want probably the most capability for off-roading, for snowy situations like this, this is your best bet. Plus, you can carry lots of gear and lots of people with this. It's so easy. The steering is so light on this thing. We have it right now in auto. Right, so this is what you would probably normally have a lot of times, or you might want to put it in snow mode actually with this much snow on the road. This is the way to cruise though. If you had a long snowy drive to the cabin, this is what you'd want to take for sure. Here we go again. They've given us the go-ahead. Are you ready, Ben?
Let's do it.
All right, Ben's our co-driver. We're in the special Yellowstone rally here. Okay, we do not want to be into the snowbank though. So we're trying to braking as much as we can in our straight line. Hard brake, turn in. And these Bridgestone Blizzaks, they've been super solid all day long. Woohoo! Nice. It didn't like something that we were doing. If you ever get a chance to do a winter driving course, regardless if it's like something like this Winter X Infiniti or something similar, I really highly recommend that you do it. Not only is it so much fun, but it gives you so much more confidence and gets you to know your vehicle, what the limits are, which will make you a safer driver on or off the pavement. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next Everyday Review.
Switch drivers, so be careful coming around the last corner as cars are stacked up.